Hello everybody and welcome back to more Legend of Blue Blue, where we play through every single Sonic game in chronological order of their release. Last time we started off Sonic Heroes and we started with Team Rose. Got through the first stage. I would have loved to have... Oh wow, this cutscene replays. Okay, so the ending of the last video was completely pointless. Well, okay, now I know there's no point of sticking around for those end cutscenes if I don't want to stick around for them. Big was floating for a second! I'm sorry, I'm distracted easily. Yeah, I went through the first zone. I said I wanted to go through 2 zones for Team Rose because their levels are short, but Seagate kind of had other plans. Thanks so much, Al. Again, Big, what is up? Just because I forgot to put on the hat. Like, I'm sorry, next time, I promise. Which, again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's some Team Sonic Racing merch. It's a froggy hat that I bought. And yes, I got the matching shirt. I just have the shirt in a different spot. The hat's still right next to me, I just don't want to put it on because I'd have to take my headphones off. Thanks, Big! What a hero. That wasn't meant to be a pun on the game title or anything, but I will accept it anyway.
Wow, there's a lot of it.
Just get all of them, get another killer. Cream's voice lines are so weird. I was thinking about this when I was recording the last part too, but I didn't really have time to bring it up. It's really bizarre. It's like there's occasional lines where it seems like Cream's actress is trying to... I'm just gonna use it now because I mentioned it before. Their blast is so good, it's worth using even if there's no enemies around. Yeah, there's random lines of Creams that sound like she's not trying to act. I don't know how else to say it. Like, to the point where she sounds more like Amy than herself. It's weird. That's what I'm getting at. Ah, give me that. Alright. Is there a switch? Aha! There you are. Hiding in plain sight. Yeah, Amy should be able to try that on her own now that she's level 3. Which, I said I was going to mention levels before. Like, I don't know every individual one off the top of my head, although actually, maybe I do, but I can try to explain it. So, look at my setup. So, basically, you get a level up for whatever character is your leader when you go through a checkpoint. And I believe it's every 5 enemies you defeat, you'll get a core, and it'll always... Yeah, I think that was 5, and it'll always be a character that you're not playing as. It's that. Like, if you destroy that enemy as Amy, then the level up will be for either Big or Cream. Although I think between which of those two it is random to some extent. Like, some other people might be able to describe that part better than I can. So they do... I'm gonna go speed first, because that's one people probably care about. Level 1 will add a bit of a green ring to your homing attack, which causes it to do more damage. Doesn't really do anything else other than damage, unfortunately, but it's level 1, so what do you expect? Level 2 is acceleration up. It's something that most people probably aren't even going to notice, but you will get to your top speed faster. Unfortunately, Rocket Excel exists in this game, so it's kind of pointless, but... Right, and then level 3, which is easily the most noticeable, which is your homing attack replaced with a jet attack, I guess. I don't know if that's the proper term, but it means A, your homing attack does more damage again, but your homing attack also has attributes that are equivalent to that of using your tornado ability, which would be jumping and hitting the B button, this. But obviously it's way faster to do homing attack. And yeah, I'm still going after level, of course, because they still give you points. cannons. And that's how speed works. So. It's not entirely true, but whatever. Okay, so then, as for the other two, I'm gonna go with Fly because that's one I know the least about. So, level 1 is the one I'm not super sure about. I want to say it's more flight time. I'm not certain on that. Level 2 is the most noticeable one, which is it'll do damage to your thunder shoots. It won't just stun. How much you want to bet at 50k is the A rank score? It's my first non-A rank. Oh well, whatever. It's Team Rose. It's not going to be a headache to go back to do some of these. And I fully expect that some of these I'm going to have... What the... did my controller disconnect? What? I can't move. I can't move! You know, I was thinking that maybe I should select the gameplay itself. Okay, I can still use the arrow keys. This is such a bad way of playing the game, though. Unfortunately, this happens sometimes. I do not know what the actual keyboard controls are for this game off the top of my head. And thankfully, the swap keys are given to us in no uncertain terms at the top. Still extremely impractical way of playing the game. No cheese and cola. At least not yet. There we go. So just to go back to the top. I mentioned before in the last part, controls are actually better on top than they are on the bottom. There's the end. Okay, controller, please reconnect. Oh, the light turned back on. Although this is a game from 2003, so I'm not holding my breath for it reconnecting on its own. Oh, wait. Did it actually... Like, 2003, they weren't exactly... Oh, yeah, and Sega's was noticeably anti-PC for a while. No, controller works again. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, so going back to what I was talking about before with the level ups, because I mentioned Amy's, and I mentioned two of Cream's, which Cream's was just as a refresher because it has been a minute. For level 1, it was enhanced flying. Then level 2, it's, I missed it. That's probably the Cream's level up, but. Oh, what the third one is it'll cause rings to magnetize with your thunder shoot, which can be really helpful actually. And then bigs are the easiest to describe because it's just combos. I mentioned this back in part 1, back in Seagate, because on which how it kind of lies. I don't know why I went for that. That thing's a death trap. As far as I understand it, for Big, that his default is that he just straight up doesn't have a combo. His final attack doesn't exist. Since he is a none, he'll just throw the 2 up and that's it. Yeah. And then he'll have different attacks depending on what level he's at, with level 3 being disgustingly powerful. Oh, not making the same as I did in part 1. I want to get the key. Big was definitely not the most useful one to use there. not going down that again. Have I mentioned how glitchy this game is before? If not, I really should have. Because yeah, it's really glitchy. Okay, so yeah, this is the level 1 combo. It's not super useful, because you have to be standing super close to enemies. I see the Team Blast, I'll get it. I'm not planning to let that thing go. There's another key over here, but I don't need it, because I haven't gotten hit since I got the last one. And that's the only way you can lose your keys. My controls are locked. No, they're not. I was going to show off what level 2 looks like, but I guess I can't in this level. Yeah, this is level 3. You can't really see this well. The range is a bit extended, and it does a lot more damage. Like, if you have to prioritize it, power should probably be the one that gets leveled up last. At least from what I know. But generally speaking, speed of fly is kind of even. But maybe go for fly first, because fly is kind of useless until you get level 2. Because they won't be able to do anything to enemies. Goes over everything I wanted to. These bubbles, they confuse me so. Thanks for the hint. Oh, that gave me Team Blast, but I was already full on it. I'll go for this. I should have been in fly formation. Oh well. Level 3 magnetizes rings, remember? For fly, that is. Alright, so this time I'll be able to actually show off the Act 2 version because I missed the key back in Ocean Ruins or whatever it's called. That could it be again? No, I didn't. No voice line! Interesting. See, this is very similar to Act 1. But there's two big differences. First off, that segment of the cheese chocolate, yeah, that's gone. Entirely. The second, and the much more noticeable one, this is a race. You see that HUD there at the bottom. If the emerald gets to the end before we catch up to it, we lose. Also, there's no switch case, to the best of my knowledge. Generally, I would say a good strategy is just try to build up your boost gauge as much as possible, and then once you get it straight away, then use it. Also, don't be an idiot like me and run straight into a mine. That helps too. Oh, yeah, spots like this are made for boosting. There's not very many of those in the final stages. Special stages are always the same. So, in this case, that any time you play through power plants, you would have gotten that. Doesn't matter if you Team Rose or any of that. It's just, it's what you would get.
Gotcha, my darling Sonic.
Amy, what are you doing here?
Sonic, this time there's no way out of marrying me.
Somebody had to animate that.
Amy, knock it off.
Alright, so the type of sub-boss in this game basically just spam tornado. This is a good for the first one at least. This is a good strategy. Well, gee, thanks for the hint, Sonic.
Blown off our feet. So remember, guys.
They forgot to get rid of the message. But they gotta be ranked for that. Yeah.
Sonic, let's go on our honeymoon!
This went a little too long trying to get rid of Sonic. Alright, now for a casino park. And yeah, it took about 15 minutes, which is around what I expected for a zone. At least at this point, the last two zones are probably going to take a bit longer. So be it. I said, you're the goal ring from here.
Now I know what to do. Find Eggman, and I'll find mine, Sonic. You all ready?
Oh, that's hilarious. So, did Amy ever go to Casino Office? I don't feel like she did. I was pretty sure it was just Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Like, Big never went either, for that matter. I guess she technically went outside of Casinopolis. Weird continuity is all.
By the way, while we're falling, try to keep your left thumb right and left to affect the direction of the ball.
Yep, welcome to the gimmick of this world. Where I skipped out on playing Sonic Pinball Party to play Sonic Pinball Party anyway! And I'm not even really skipping on so much as delaying the inevitable. I'm probably just gonna suffer on stream or something.
Why don't we go up?
But that was the original plan for Bonic's Mean Bean Machine anyway, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay, rings. Generally, you don't want to be one of the larger characters. Shortcut! Oh, snap! Okay, never mind, I screwed up. But yeah, generally you don't want to be one of the larger characters because they're more difficult to control on here. And they run into obstacles more easily.
The number of rings picked out from the slot machine on the pinball table varies depending on the matching symbol. A maximum of 200 rings are paid out with one ball. That number is tripled when there are 3 balls in the machine. Be careful of Eggman's symbols. If Eggman's symbols come up in
Amy's basically describing every pinball stage in the series ever, but whatever. I'm finally going to use this. My scroll doubled, basically. Must have been enemies on the other side. Guess I'll find out once I open it if there's some cores just lying around. Nope. Yeah, there's the gold ring we heard! That was really short. Only got a single level up, and that was because the Team Blast. Okay, Big got 2. The other 2 characters only got 1. I did not expect that at all. Probably my time. These levels can be massive time sinks, as you're probably going to find out once we get to the other 3 character type stages. It's, you know, for Chaotix, Team Heroes, and Team Dark, because theirs go on for a while. There's a reason I'm only doing these 2 per video thanks to Team Rose. They turn into marathons after a while. I feel like there's supposed to be some dialogue going on right now, going by the subtitles, but... Oh, okay. Look at that beautiful combo! Goodbye, beautiful combo. Probably using the coolest segment. Or if we're not already there, we're going to be there very soon. No, go back! It's better. You get most of the balls anyway. Well, we don't have the little gauge there at the bottom of the screen like we do in the Emerald Hunts. I'm just gonna go up the top. If they're only throwing out like 1 or 2 balls here, it's not worth it. Especially since the only ones I only ever seem to hit are the spike balls. I'm pretty sure that area is scripted anyway, so that you can't boost. Well, you can boost, but it's not a substantial speed. Ain't worth it. Well, okay, on to next stage, Bingo Highway. Just gotta let it load. Weird thing about the loading that I need to mention, it only happens when I'm recording with OBS. Like when I turn OBS off, the loading's instantaneous. It's really bizarre. But we're helping out the game on Yogai Doctor. A few years ago we had a similar issue, which I find kind of funny because first off, I wasn't the one playing the game, Yogi was, and the other thing, this was a few years ago, so we were using Fraps. And I'm using OBS for this. Because, you know, it's not 2014 anymore. Oh, Big, you're a national treasure. You must be protected. Where's Cream? Okay, there she is. So I get these. I don't remember how long Bingo Highway is. I actually think it's one of their longer levels, because it actually does everything the normal stages have except for the final board. Which means the final board is huge, but still. I would describe what's going on there, but I don't even think I really have to. Like, there's numbers 1 through 9 on the board, and if you get a bingo mashing those boards that are lying everywhere, you get some rings. There's also something called Blackout, which is if you get all 9 of them, which is really difficult to do. It gives you a bunch of rings, but it's by no means required for an A rank, so I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. Like, maybe it would be required for Darker Chaotix. Maybe. That I saw that extra life down there. You think I'm gonna skip on that? That's extra points! Give it to me! Now this is lucky. I get to use my Team Blast, which means I get to level up some more. I'm surprised those enemies in the background didn't blow up on me. Maybe because the smaller balls are generally easier to control. Really, in general, the flight characters are the easiest to control. 20 rings, nice. I think we're getting close to the end of the stage. There should be one more board, I believe.
You're right.
Maybe we don't need another board, I'm not 100% certain. Oh. Here's level 2 for Big. So maybe I get to show it off in this video. I'll just use this. Gives Big and Amy their level ups.
Level up. Ooh.
For bingo, you get 20 rings. Light up all numbers on the card and get an extra 40.
Oh, so that's it. Okay. Thanks for spelling that out for me, Amy, because I actually wasn't certain. Although, it did spell out that it really doesn't matter. And I already can't skip Blackout because I missed the one. Plus, they like putting a lot of those back-to-back things the same horizontal and vertical alignment, so there's no way to get them both. Also, this one's a massive troll. You have to lose this one. It's really mean because no other board in this game is like this. At least not for Team Rose. I think the other teams, maybe not Team Chaotix, but Heroes in Dark has one like this at the end of Casino Park, so you would at least know what to expect it there. Although it's still kind of nonsense there too. Team Rose, you have no reason to expect it, since apparently they expect you to do this story mode first. Oh, yeah, we're at the end. But okay. I want to see if I can spot the switch. Ah, there's something down there.
I feel dumb.
Okay.
I'll do my best. Here we go. Here we go.
Just hoping I see the switch over there. Alright, looks like I'm just wasting my time, unless there's something around here. There is. Wow. There's the switch. Being the switch. You all saw me back in Adventure 1 and Shuffle and all those. You know how stupidly determined I can get. Okay, I don't want to get too close. There. Better be worth it. It's not. That wasted like 2 minutes. That was so not worth it. Oh well. Yeah, there's no way that was worth it. I still got the A rank though, so I can't complain. Alright, we're gonna get this Gas Emerald too. I feel like the only way that area would have been worth it is if you needed the key. But I didn't, because I already had one. Yellow, my age-old nemesis. This one's a pain. Like, this is, I feel like the first time I ever played through this game. This and Zone 7s were the ones that took me the longest to get. Zone 7 makes sense, it's the last one, but this one just was always a pain in the neck for me because there just never seems to be enough boost. And you can see, like, I've been boosting this whole time, and I'm just not keeping up. Also, these, yeah, those mines are the worst. They are really the worst. Basically, the only chance I have is if there's another boost segment, which I don't think there is. Any controls are being Sonic Heroes. Alright, if I'm gonna get anywhere, it's gonna be here. There. Okay. Like, I want to get as many of these as Team Rose as I can, because they turn into nightmares to get in some of the other zones, or other stories. Which, thankfully, you can go back into challenge mode and retry them that way. you have a little bit of a handicap because Team Rose is slower than the other teams, but
You guys again?
it's, I don't know, with boost it really doesn't matter that much.
Him again.
Past your bedtime, kiddies. Now to tuck you in. Get them.
So, boss 3 isn't even really a boss at all. It's an enemy rush.
Stay out of our way. We did it. We did it.
I wasn't paying attention to this or the other one. Does Eggman still say don't take it personal, boys, or whatever it is? The PC version. Because he did that in the GameCube and PS2 versions. Even though 2/3 of the team is female, it's really weird. I always thought it was funny.
Not bad.
Just gonna blow my team blast so I can get level ups. Yep, that's another one.
This is only the beginning.
Actually, this would probably be ideal power. Because they have the close range circle attack. Yeah, no, I'm blowing my team blast for this. Don't care. Oh, that was last wave, so perfect.
Those were the easy ones.
I know there's more waves for the other teams. But, you know, easy mode. That should definitely be A rank. Yeah.
Man, there sure were lots of them.
Alright, so since I know you don't have to watch the cutscene anymore for the beginning, I'm just going to exit out right away. So thank you all for watching, and next time I'm going to do the 4th and 5th zones. See y'all then, and goodbye.